Finally this hour, it is Friday, which means it's time for your weekly can't miss list.
It's a look at all the movie shows, music you need to hear and see this weekend.
And here to help us out with Can't Miss, let's bring in NBC New York digital reporter and friend of the show, Kay Angrum.
Let's go.
Hey, great to have you with us. Always good to see you.
It's great to be here.
We're going to start with The Accountant 2.
Yes.
8 years after the first. Tell us what we know.
Can you believe it? Okay, so this one is starring Ben Affleck and John Bernthal, and they both play brothers that team up to essentially try and find the accountant, but also take on the bad guys, this network of killers. And so what's really great about this is it's a buddy comedy. It's super funny, action-packed. A lot of the reviews online, people are saying it's an instant classic.
Wow.
I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Wow.
But,
and it's in theaters?
And it's in theaters today.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And so I think it's projected to make $25 million or something like that this opening weekend. And the studio, Amazon MGM, essentially they've dropped like 10 movies this year. This would be their highest opening weekend one. So people are really excited about it.
Box office needs a boost. And it's not about taxes. So there you go. All right. Also in theaters, you got On Swift Horses. It's set in the 1950s. This one really intrigues me because it's a look at really hidden queer lives during a period when it was tough to be openly queer.
Exactly, and that was the 1950s. And so essentially you've got Jacob Elordi, Daisy Edgar Jones, Will Poulter, Diego Calva, Sasha Callier, and you know, it's an impressive cast ensemble. It's a queer melancholic drama about that love and what that's like to long for someone when, you know, at a time where that love is forbidden. And so essentially it's got beautiful shots, compelling storylines, and I think to your point, it's going to be a really good big one for folks.
Another one in theaters. Tell us about, we've got a new A24 film, which those are always a big deal, but this one's like kind of a different vibe for them.
We love an A24 girly. I do anyway, at least. I love an A24 film. This is peak A24 fantasy for those who are familiar with those kind of movies. It's family friendly. It's called The Legend of Ochi. And so essentially in this family friendly movie, you've got these mysterious creatures. You can see them there in the trailer. There they go. And that girl right there, she's a young girl who helps to reconnect this Ochi with his family of Ochis, or its family of Ochis. And so it's awesome because, you know, watching this, you might think, whoa, AI, which everyone is assuming people are using more and more these days. But no, no, no. They are beating those allegations. It actually took 7 puppeteers, 4 ape suit performers. Like, they pulled out all the strings. So.
It looks like their parent is like Yoda and a gremlin.
Yes!
And it creates an Ochi.
So true. All
right, let's get into streaming right now. This one I started seeing ads for. It's Etoile. It's about 2 ballet companies, and I love it's the team that's behind Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the Gilmore Girls. So I assume a lot of, like, fast-talking, witty characters, things like that.
Exactly, and you're French, A1, love that. So it's 8 episodes. It is streaming now on Amazon, and you can binge watch it because they're all out right now. Essentially, we are diving into the ballet world. You can see those looks right there. We've got French and American dancers who eventually their worlds collide. They have to swap the stage, but also lives. And so it's really an awesome like peek into what it's like being a ballet dancer. They even went so far as to making sure they cast real ballet performers.
Cool.
So, yeah, this should be a good one.
I love a New York-centric show. I know there's like a lot of New York scenes I've heard, that kind of thing.
Same.
Okay, new reality show, Bravo. This is called Love Hotel, streaming on Peacock. How does it work? What's
That
going on?
it is. I'm snapping my fingers because, you know, the Bravo peeps, we love a Bravo show, and we especially love our housewives. And in this one, essentially, you've got the housewives who are, it's kind of like a mix of Housewives meets Love Island. They're going to this island. The ones that are single, there's Ashley Darby there, and they're being set up with eligible bachelors to see if they are, you know, meant to be. So that one is not bingeable, I should say. Episodes drop every Sunday. So the other 2 on streaming, you can binge. This, you gotta wait.
None of the housewives are wives anymore anyway, so we might as well find them some love, right?
That part.
There we go. All right, let's wrap up with little music. Coco Jones, who many people know from Bel Air, speaking of Peacock, first album.
First debut album, though she's been in the music game for years now. You're familiar with her probably from Disney and, you know, you mentioned Bel Air, but this is her first album and she's been so excited about it, posting about it on social media. It is called, there it is, Why Not More? Question mark. And so this is, you know, someone who is saying, listen, I am ready to pull out all the stops. And that's what she's doing. You're getting 13 songs and it's available on all streaming platforms.
Love it. Kay Angrum, thank you so much. Happy watching, happy listening.